Hello and welcome to Nintendo News Report for Saturday, July 23rd, 2016. I'm your host, Donald Terriel, joined tonight, as usual, by Mr. Zach Miller. Neil is either out recording GBA games or probably playing Pokemon Go. I kind of have to couch that because apparently he was playing a Star Wars board game last week, but every other night he was playing Pokemon Go, so I figured, why not?
Yeah.
And Alex has a bit of a heating emergency, as in he has no air conditioning, which is a problem when it's 90 degrees.
We don't get to see greased up Alex this week.
No. At some point we're going to have to get that boy back on here.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Yeah. If only because I need some more encouragement to play Monster Hunter Generations. But
anyway.
No, we'll talk about why I've not been playing that later. But
all right.
But yes, this is a news report, and we have news to report in that we have the fifth or sixth. I don't know if you want to count how you want to count the Dragon Quests. An X game announced. Yes, the internet was all abuzz last night, especially if you tried to watch the live stream with the Sonic 25th anniversary party at Comic-Con, in which they announced two games, including the new Sonic Project 2017 from the team that brought you Colors and Generations, so should stand to be pretty good.
Yep.
That'll be on PS4, Xbox One, PC, and the NX.
Oh.
Yes. And they also announced Sonic Mania, which is a new 2D Sonic game, which looks like it's actually being done as like an in-house fan project. Like they've brought in Christian Whitehead, who does a lot of the modern remakes of Sonic, as he seems to be one of the few people who actually understands the physics of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right.
And that's a 2D style game that was announced for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. NX conspicuously absent, but you would have to think that game is probably going to come to some Nintendo console at some point.
I would hope so. It actually looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think Jules Watchman of Renegade Kid was actually asking Sonic and Sega, the Sonic Twitter account and Sega, like, hey, if you need somebody to bring this to 3DS, give me a call.
Good for him.
Yeah, so this new project, like we said, it seems to all they showed at the event was basically a cutscene showing at least two versions of Sonic. So they're following that up from Generations, even if it's not a sequel to Generations, the 2011 PS3, 360, and 3DS game,
right?
Which is actually on sale now. But the fact that Sega is still big enough to warrant being able to announce NX stuff before Nintendo even announces the NX shows that they apparently they've got some third parties on board with this thing. We know that much.
Right. And I think the producer said it is not a sequel to Generations 2, which is weird because it sure looks like one.
Yeah, it sure looks like one. Although I think somebody mentioned that there was like a third Sonic in the trailer, and there's only one other Sonic that Sega would bother with right now. The Sonic Boom version.
Oh.
Or at the very least, there were three Eggmen. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be an interesting twist. Sonic Universe.
This is almost like what, X and Zero and regular Mega Man and Mega Man Legends Mega Man all interacting in the same game.
Yeah, that'd be kind of, why not?
Yeah. But this is still really weird because somebody pointed out this morning on Twitter, we are in a position now where we have a Sonic platformer announced for a Nintendo system before we have a Mario platformer.
True, that's weird.
Yeah. So
and a Just Dance game.
And a Just Dance. So basically right now the NX lineup is a racing game that got announced along with every other platform under the sun. Zelda, Just Dance, Sonic, and two Dragon Quest games because Yuji Horii is insane and always gets what he wants.
And isn't Seren making a game for the NX? Allegedly.
She can neither confirm nor deny that.
Right.
At least not without incurring a phone call from a certain company's
Oh,
legal
yes.
department.
Yes.
But
But yeah,
yeah,
this is kind of exciting. I mean, it would be interesting if it was. I mean, it's 2017. It would be interesting if the 2D one was a launch game, given how close Sonic and or Nintendo and Sega are these days.
yeah, that's. I have the feeling here, just because the nature of who's actually developing that game, where it's not Sega internal
Hmm.
that's doing it. I think that's why they weren't able to say yes, this is coming to the NX,
Oh, okay.
because that team's not going to be able to go out there, but Sega proper can do it.
Right.
So I suspect whenever we whenever we can finally stop doing that RFN siren of we do not know what the NX is,
Right.
I think at that show we'll probably find out that Sonic Mania is going to come to the NX.
Yeah. I would like to play it. I mean, I've been playing the 3D Sonic releases, Sonics 1 and 2, and I'm tempted by Double Trouble or Triple Trouble, whichever the Game Gear one is.
Yeah, that's on sale as well right now.
And Sonic 2 is, dare I say, playable, whereas Sonic 1 is not.
The spin dash really helped that series big time. Although I think they added it into the
They added
3D
it in
Classics
1, but
version.
there's still so many times in 1 where you're running along and, oh, there's Spikes dead.
Yeah.
Momentum, then stop. Momentum, then stop.
Yeah. I mean, Sonic is not in a Crash Bandicoot situation where Sonic, where you say Crash Bandicoot was never good,
Right. Oh.
but it's had more misses than hits, especially recently. But
Yeah.
they did Lost World, which for a flagrant attempt to rip off Mario Galaxy wasn't a bad game.
Right.
And then before that, like I said, they had Colors and Generations, which were two very beloved games, especially on the consoles.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty confident that this 2017 project is going to be it will be just fine, and hopefully they keep the Sonic Boom parts to a minimum if that's where they're actually going with this.
Yes, and I mean, the Ninja Turtles have 2 or 3 iterations right now that all live side by side. None of their games are very good, but you have to imagine that at least one of the Sonic universes will work out.
Yeah, you would hope so. I mean, they've been catastrophes on the Wii U aside, they have been pretty good at cranking out these games and having them be of relatively good quality. Although
Yeah.
some clearly disagree about Sonic Colors. Looking at you, Jim Sterling.
Oh, I didn't play that or Lost World.
Yeah, I missed that. Although I think Generations at this point it's on sale on 3DS. I think the PS3 version is going to be cheap enough probably this week that it might be worth me picking up.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just because they haven't done a big Sonic sale for the 25th anniversary like Nintendo did this week, so I wonder if this week will be Sony or Microsoft's turn to do it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, and coming off the announcements, obviously, because they've got these 2 big games coming to PS4 next year.
And FYI to listeners who don't, I assume it's on sale, if you don't have Racing Transformed, that's really good.
Yeah.
Maybe better than Mario Kart 8.
I think it got a higher rating than Mario Kart 8 did.
Yeah, initially.
Yeah, the Wii U version of that, I think that had some issues, but I think they did patch those out. So the version you're getting now is going to it runs great, and it's a really fun game.
Yeah, lots of variety.
It's almost like Diddy Kong. I got a Diddy Kong racing vibe from it. I don't know about you.
Absolutely, Diddy Kong racing vibe. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So that's Sonic. Hopefully pretty soon we're gonna know just what sort of how that game is gonna look on how those games are gonna look on the NX.
Mm-hmm.
Because they gotta get on that soon. But I think we're probably due to get an announcement of the announcement probably in about a month or so, or within the next month. I'd say by the end of August we'll probably know when the rollout's going to be.
Yeah, they'll say something like tune in for Nintendo Direct all about the NX in September.
Yeah,
I'm still shooting for a September date.
Yeah, I mean, I have to wonder with Microsoft and Sony both passing on Gamescom this year if Nintendo would do it, but I can't see them doing it just because Europe is like it's not their it's one of their weaker markets.
Yeah, definitely.
Although
That would
really
be a strange place to do it.
Yeah,
Maybe
I mean,
maybe they do it at PAX West the year I go. Probably not.
that would be. I think you might be looking at the week after PAX West.
Yeah.
Which, although I think that's right in Apple announcement seasons, they might want to skip that. Maybe have it more toward the end of the month and really just kill the what IGN called the Wii U game you need this fall, as opposed to Shantae, Paper Mario. They're talking about on that one. Yes, but that's next year. And so, Zach, what have you been playing this week?
I have not been playing a ton, but I've been playing a lot of the Seventh Dragon demo because I have a $60 gift card from my work it was a $100 gift card. Oh, I've been playing two things. So I have a $100 gift card from my work for making a fitness goal, and I went out and immediately bought Robobot, and I'm at the last boss in that. That's a super fun game. Of course, it's super fun. The Triple Deluxe was fun, and this is just as fun. And the tally screen says I'm only 50% done with the game, so I assume something huge unlocks once you finish it.
I seem to recall there is like they do the Meta Knight speedrun mode thing from Superstar Ultra.
Nice.
But there may be something beyond that. And have you gotten all of the cubes in all the levels?
Okay. All the cubes. I was a wee bit disappointed that 99% of the cubes are just super easy to find. Like if you have any video game experience at all, finding things in stages, you know where they're going to be. The only two I had trouble with involved dragging a snowman head over heat plates, making sure it didn't melt. Kind of a time trial thing. But who cares? It's still super fun.
Yeah, I'm a couple worlds into that. It's just ahead. It came out at a bad time, or I got it at a bad time because I thought I would be able to carry it into E3, but I splurged on all the amiibo and forgot to get the game for a week. And by that point, Rhythm Heaven was out. I was reviewing 2 games at once. And
what do those amiibo do for you?
They give you special like versions of existing powers, like I know DDD gives you a jacked up hammer. I think Waddle Dee gives a parasol. Meta Knight gives a sword. I forget what Kirby's does.
Okay, so they're not mind blowing.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Although I did try the sort of Monster Huntery style boss rush mode that they have in there, like this.
I have not tried that yet, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was fun. I hit a brick wall at the last boss. I think I need to do some level grinding, which I cannot believe I'm saying that about a Kirby game. But yeah, it's a pretty fun game. I'm waiting for a lull so I can get back into it and probably power through and finish the rest of it, because I didn't end up finishing Triple Deluxe.
Oh really?
Yeah, I got to like World 6, and then it's like by that time it was November.
The last boss in Triple Deluxe is so hard compared to every other boss. I assume that'll be the case with this game. I really liked in Triple Deluxe. I like the fact that they kind of went all out with those bonus modes, and I like the DDD run that you can do, warping around, kind of trying to do it in one go.
Yeah.
Probably similar with Meta Knight in this game.
Yeah, you're probably skipping over a lot of like mandatory mech sections, just like you sort of skip. Yeah. You would probably have to skip over with DDD any section that involved the Hypernova.
Right.
Because that's a Kirby.
The best mech in this new game, by the way, is the Mike microphone mech.
Does he like actually drop microphones on people, or
No,
what does he
he
do?
turns into a gigantic boombox. And one of his special moves is you press down, up, B, or Y. No, it is B. And he throws a gigantic note into the air that bounces on the ground and splits into smaller notes and goes all over the place. It's very imaginative. They're very imaginative in this game.
Yeah.
So I played that, and then I've been really trying to. If anybody's been watching the show for any amount of time, I've been really conflicted about whether to get Seventh Dragon or Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Well, with the rest of my gift card. Well, there is no demo for Tokyo Mirage Sessions, so I got the demo for Seventh Dragon, and it turns out I'm still playing it because it's quite long. I like it. I don't like how it looks, and I don't like how bare the menus are. I know that's a weird thing to say, but it's got the menu system of a DS game.
Yeah, well, I mean, this thing did start on the DS and then jumped to this whole series started on the DS, jumped to PSP, and this is the first time we're actually seeing it.
Maybe a legacy aesthetic.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Although once you get past the stuff that's in the demo, because I'm actually playing this myself, after getting it a week late because of a postal lockout threat here. and having to spend an hour in a depot for them to find out, oh no, we misplaced the box, but we found it.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, so that was my week, most of it.
Wow.
But yeah, so I'm in the second chapter now. I'm a little farther than where you'll end up in the demo.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a good thing you are playing the demo, because you get some pretty big rewards for doing it, for carrying over the save data.
Oh really? Now, the save data would not carry over to the physical copy, would it?
No, it would.
Okay.
Yeah, it reads that, oh, you have a demo save. Here, have $10,000 in a game.
God, wow.
In a game where you after the trial dungeon, you have like 800.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I do like the battle system. One of my characters has like a deck of cards, elemental cards, and based on what combination of cards she has, she can do different attacks, set traps, attacks that kind of you do and they don't do anything, but 3 or 4 turns later they really pay off. And it's a cool system. I don't understand the Etrian comparisons. I really do not. Aside from you have a bunch of different characters who you can kind of combine together.
Yeah, you can mix and match the parties. You are unlocking a map, although you don't have to draw it like you do in Etrian. And the actual battles themselves, if I recall correctly, they are that same first person, you're facing the enemy's perspective that the Etrian battles have.
That's true, but you see your characters making the attacks in Seventh Dragon. In Etrian, you don't.
Yeah, that's what confused, because I read a lot of the comparisons. I thought this was basically Sega's attempt at an Etrian game before I played the demo and realized this is almost like Dragon Quest, except like you said, your characters will jump into the screen and start attacking.
Yeah, and I mean, there have been plenty of more traditional RPGs, Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest games that have, especially Dragon Quest IX, where you can make a revolving cast of characters and classes. So I don't think that's even necessarily specific to Etrian.
Yeah.
But I like that system. I'm not trying to diss the game. I'm just saying, if you're going in thinking, oh, this is just like Etrian Odyssey, it's really not. No. But it's still really good. And I will probably grab it because, I don't know, man. Guillaume went on a tear about Tokyo Mirage Sessions last week on RFN and kind of scared me off a little bit. I wish there was a demo for that.
Yeah, I mean, they could probably give you the opening sequence from it as a demo, and that would probably it would do a little bit. But I mean, I loved Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Yeah, but you and Neil both.
Yeah, and I'm also predisposed to loving
Yeah.
Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem games, so maybe that's where a lot of it comes from.
Maybe.
But I mean, but Guy's like that too, and I mean the load times, especially on the disc version, are a bit of a problem.
Yeah, that's right. He said if you do end up getting Tokyo Mirage Sessions, get it downloaded.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, if Atlas has any influence on that game whatsoever, it is eventually going to go on enough of a sale that.
That's true too. That's a good point. I'll probably sit and wait for a sale. Good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very least, there might be something on my Nintendo in a couple of months because I know because I think I'm due to get the birthday coupons next month, so I don't know what they're gonna what sort of offers.
I'll see what that is. I got on Black Friday in July and Best Buy here. I don't know if you guys had that in Canada. They were taking they were half-offing a lot of Wii U and Amiibo stuff, clearly trying to go through stock. And one of those games was Star Fox Zero, and the other game was Xenoblade X. Neither game that I'm super excited about, but I picked Xenoblade X because I feel like that's something I could grind through over a year before I get sick of it.
Yeah.
Whereas Star Fox Zero, I really think would just frustrate me and turn me off.
Well, and now they have a demo for Star Fox Zero now. Like you can do the train. Yeah, it came out this week. It has the animated short that they put out on YouTube a few weeks before the game came out.
Okay, the like prequel animated short.
Yeah, and it basically gives you the training mode, so you can see how that would fare. And you might have some money left over from that gift card if you get Seventh Dragon, so that could be worth investigating. But
interesting.
But yeah, Xenoblade, that is a game that you could very easily like hop in, do a quest or two or whatever, and be done and be happy with what you did.
Yeah,
and before you know it, you've put 100 hours into the game and you beat the darn thing, and here you are.
Right.
But yeah, that I don't know how long that sale is on, but
it's over already.
Oh, was it just the one day?
I think it was just the one day.
Oh man, because
they didn't even have any stock at my store. I had to order it. It's going to be here on next Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, because they had Star Fox, Xenoblade, Woolly World, and Mario Maker.
Right. Yes.
That's 3 of my 4 games of 2015, or of my top 10 for 2015. At this point, with the way my 2016 list is shaking out, I might put Star Fox in my top 5 and just call it my spite list.
Oh, Black Friday in July goes today too.
Okay. So you can probably get in. I think that if they're matching it online, or if you're on the West Coast, the stores are still open. You might still be able to get some pretty cheap games for
pretty good deals.
Pretty good deals there, especially for first party Nintendo stuff, which very rarely goes on sale.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's why I jumped on it. I was like, this is never going to go on sale ever. They're just going to sell out. Oh, I could have gotten a Falco amiibo. Oh, darn.
Yeah. Yeah, they restocked Fox and Falco around here when Star Fox came out. I think I could still walk over and buy them.
Yeah, us too. Yeah, you can actually buy. I know at Best Buy, it says only at Best Buy on the Falcos, but Falco is also available at Fred Meyer, which is Kroger for anyone who's not on the West Coast.
Yeah, they don't care. But speaking of other games that are going to be on my spite list.
Ooh.
Getting back to the news here, a special demo came out on Thursday as well, following some previews for the game. Blast Ball, the Blast Ball portion of Metroid Prime Federation Force is out.
Yes, and I downloaded it, and I can't play it online because it's always down.
I've actually had, I think I had one game that dropped in online testing, and my roommate has been playing it pretty heavily, and I think he's had one issues on the first night, but since then it's settled down, and he's gotten quite a bit into it. Like he's almost done. He's a few achievements shy of actually unlocking everything in the game.
Wow. Now I wonder if that progress goes away when the demo dies, when it goes off the store. I hope not. That would suck for him.
Yeah, that would really suck for him. But I think honestly my favorite part of the game so far is that they've also included Federation Forces training mode.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
Oh
I think.
shit!
Yeah, I think you have to play. You have to get through a game first, but you can play against the computer to do it, and
Right.
then yeah, you can do the Federation Force training mode and see and see if you'd like to try some more of it when the full game comes out next month.
Wow, good for them. That's really good.
Yeah,
I'm going to do that. I spent most of my time unlocking costumes with 5 of my 27 amiibos.
yeah, it's like Mario series, any Samus amiibos you might have, and of all things, Rosalina unlocks something.
Yep. She's
Which
technically a part of the Mario series. Anything I think anything unlocks that unlocked in Amiibo Festival, or not
yeah,
Amiibo Festival. Sorry, Mini Mario Amiibo, whatever.
yeah. Except they had to throw the Metroid ones in, obviously, and then
Right.
any other amiibo will get you like a skull
Yeah.
set. But because they had it, they with that announcement of Blast Ball being available, they also had a 15-minute presentation video,
Right.
which I think they had to turn off the dislike bar on for obvious reasons, because the Metroid fans hate this game.
Right. No,
But
I thought it was interesting. I don't know. Did it come out of that presentation where they talked about why the art style is the way it is?
I think it did, because but they also did explain that yes, Samus is going to show up here, because they basically showed the end game of this thing in that video.
Well, I'm glad I didn't watch that.
Yeah, spoilers.
But I thought it was interesting. They said they chose that art style. Once you kind of get through their kind of silly reasons for it, oh, we really like this art style. It's because that's what runs best on the 3DS. Just like every RPG on the system with the chibi-fied characters, that's what they had to do to make it work.
Yeah.
Fine. I mean, I wish they just said that in the beginning. I still don't think Federation Force plays very well. I'll be interested to play the demo. But Blast Ball was kind of fun.
Yeah, and it's fun. You'll get used to the controls. I've
I
adjusted
did
pretty
right
quickly.
away.
Yeah, and it's really fun, even against the computers, because the computers are competent, but they're not evil. Like
Yeah.
they know what they're doing, but they're not going to go out and curb stomp you, in 2 minutes.
Right. I liked making the ball smash against the other guy,
Yeah,
making him die, and then getting the goal.
yeah, yeah, or randomly getting them all to eject out of the mechs. Although the computer can the one thing the computer cheats on is that they can get back in right away.
Oh, okay.
But
No, it's fun. It looks good. I mean, it's
yeah,
very clean.
very clean. Looks like blowing that screen up to what would show on a computer monitor, or a 27-inch TV, if that's how you're watching the stuff at Treehouse last year,
Right.
doesn't do that game justice.
No.
It's designed to be on a 4 or 5-inch screen, and it looks really good when it does that.
Yeah, and it would probably look better on a normal 3DS screen, because even with my new XL, you can tell it's a little
Stretched.
too big. Yeah, a little stretched.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, I prefer the bigger screen,
No.
the bigger system, because it's more comfortable in these things.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, so. But the fact that they dropped such a big portion of that game, because recall that Blast Ball was the first time they showed Federation Force, it was in the context of Blast Ball at the World Championships last year.
Yeah.
And the fact that we now have basically a month to play that through and see, hey, this controls very well. This is actually a pretty brave step for Nintendo in trying to actually push Federation Force, because they've been largely radio silent about this game, aside from the Direct and the PAX East demo.
Maybe they're hoping to build an online community before the game drops.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
That would be cool. I mean, I'm going to hopefully have more luck with the online, but I'm going to keep playing it.
Yeah, I'll dive back into it, see what unlocks. I hope my progress at it does carry over, though, because I haven't put up very much, but just I don't want to have to see my roommate try to do all that again, especially with stuff like one of the skins that unlocks involves scoring a goal in less than 5 seconds from the start of the game.
Holy cow.
And
Wow.
if you time your charge shots right, he's actually gotten a goal within 1 second.
Ooh,
which I think even if that's like rounding down for 1.4, that's still really good.
yeah. Wow, good for him.
Yeah. So that's Blast Ball. That's on the eShop now. It will run online until Federation Force comes out on August 19th.
Right,
At
and then
least
they switch over to different servers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So treating it like the Triforce Heroes demo, but it will still work locally beyond that.
Well, good.
So
it should.
So that'll be nice for me as somebody who has a community here, especially where it's download play. So even if they don't download the demo, we can still beam it to them.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. All right, and the final story this week: Nintendo is going to be updating one of their games this fall to add amiibo support. The weird part about this is it's Animal Crossing New Leaf, a game that came out 3 years ago.
A game I've stopped playing.
Yeah, but they're going to be going back in. They're going to be adding support for different types of amiibo. I think the main one they actually showed was Callie and Marie, like having them come in as villagers.
That looked really good.
Yeah, but they'll also work with locking people in your village either through the Animal Crossing amiibo cards or through the amiibo.
Oh, interesting.
In a last please buy the Animal Crossing amiibo attempt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And surely this will have something to do with the mobile game.
You would think. I mean, they never said that. And Nintendo has said nothing about the interaction between this and the game.
Right.
The only reason we can even make that assumption is because they specifically said that the Animal Crossing mobile game is going to work with Animal Crossing main series games.
Right.
And I don't think they're putting one. They would have to announce. They would have had to have announced a Wii U game by now. Yeah. So that pretty much leaves either they're waiting for NX, which if the mobile game is coming out this fall, that's not going to happen, or it has to be New Leaf.
Yeah.
But I just fantasy booking here. Are there any other games Nintendo should go back in like way after the fact and just add in random amiibo support for? I wouldn't. I don't know. Like maybe I don't know if they could talk to Platinum about getting it into Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2 as an easy way to unlock the costumes.
Although we do have to get that Bayonetta amiibo first.
Right. Which Lord knows where that is. That's got to be that has to be coming out with like the next like NX Smash Brothers, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I just want him to say something about it. You could patch back amiibo support to Super Street Fighter 3E for Ryu.
Yeah, I don't know what that would do.
A new costume or something.
Yeah, I don't know if Capcom's a little occupied right now, but I don't know that shouldn't take very long. I was thinking like patch it into Mario Kart 7.
Because, that'd be nice to get more costumes. Yes.
Yeah. I want to be able to like. I love driving around as Mega Man in Mario Kart 8, but I play 7 way more just because I have people here that I play with 3DS multiplayer, but not Wii U. So I want to be able to go in and I want to be able to race as Mega Man or Pac-Man or whoever you want to throw in there. So yeah, let's get that back into Mario Kart 7 too.
Man, I haven't touched 7 in a long time. Is it still good?
Yeah, it's still fun. It's still a Mario Kart game. I mean, I had a versus race today where I went 8th, 1st, 6th, 3rd. So
wow.
At the end of the day, it's still a Mario Kart game, and it's a pretty good one, especially as the prime one for local multiplayer on a handheld right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the only other thing I can think of them maybe going back and doing something maybe is Pikmin 3.
Because that'd be because of Olimar.
Yeah, Olimar, and you could even like drop in new things to collect just with Amiibo.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. It's a game I own but still haven't played. I know I need to play it.
Yeah. I bought it day one because of the because it was I was able to get it for $30 basically on day one because of that eShop credit for buying Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I still need to go. I still need to play that through at some point. But the other thing I'm wondering here, does this sort of foretell them doing another round of Nintendo Selects this fall, this Animal Crossing patch? Because then they can put on,
Mm,
re-release the game, and hey, now with working amiibo.
that could be. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like I said, it's a 3-year-old game. It's almost 4 years old in Japan.
Mm.
So at this point, it's probably it is way past due for a formal price drop.
Oh, sure.
And having that as sort of the headliner for another round of selects wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
No, especially if you're adding content.
Yeah.
Huh. Cool. Add content, drop the price.
And everybody's happy except me because Animal Crossing New Leaf is the game that taught me that I don't like Animal Crossing.
Yeah, kind of me too. It was my first Animal Crossing game, and it's really a bunch of chore stuff.
Yeah. I got more into Tamagotchi life, as
Yeah, I did
honestly.
too. I did too.
But
Hey, patch me Amiibo Sport to Tamagotchi Life. Give you a
yeah,
bunch of new costumes.
yeah, because I mean they just finished doing like 2 years of costume spot pass every month. So
Yes, yes.
I could easily see them doing that, and I don't know, maybe if you tap like Ryu or one of the like a more human character, you get a new roommate.
That would be
Yeah,
so cool.
so now I have Lucina dating Shaquille O'Neal.
Yes. Bayonetta as a roommate.
uh, Although if Bayonetta gets into a fight sequence with somebody, that's not going to end. That's not going to end very well.
Nope. That would be fun. I'd play that again.
That might actually get me back into it.
Yeah.
Yes, but man, Amiibo, a million possibilities and a million ways to drain your money.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so that was a surprisingly busy week of news, even though it's still the dog days of summer, and we're still waiting to find out just what exactly the NX is.
Yes. It's I given the I think we might have said this before, but last week, but I think the very existence of the NES Classic, and you have to assume they're going to carry that series forward, makes me think that the NX isn't going to have Virtual Console.
Because I mean, the rumors have always been, oh, your Virtual Console, it's going to be
Carry over.
Yeah, it's going to be like PSP to Vita instead
Right.
of making you rebuy it or just junking it all together like the PS4 did.
You can still do that. I just don't know if they're going to start selling it on VC, not VC,
Or on NX.
on NX.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I mean, they've got to be making some money off these things. That it would be worth the way they price these things. They're putting up, Super Mario Brothers 1, and people are still paying $5 for that game.
They are, yeah, multiple times.
Yeah, so at this point, the fact that they're still able to make some money off some purchases of something that basically costs them nothing really to upload, as long as whatever work that they would have to do to get it running on it, if there's a new architecture, whatever they would have to do, I mean, that would basically pay for itself with Super Mario Brothers anyway.
Mm.
You would think, although GBA stuff, and especially the TurboGrafx stuff they put up last week, that might be a little trickier.
Sure. Yeah, it just makes me wonder.
Yeah, but and I think they might keep it around, but I don't know. They maybe would migrate, like it would be focused more on obscurities, like because all the big games are going to be on the hardware.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I can see him splitting it a little bit.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're selling this box that has the 3 Mario games, maybe you focus more on, like, I don't know, Star Tropics 2 or something.
Yeah.
On VC.
Okay.
So
Hotel Mario.
Yeah. I'm just looking for any excuse for them to put Terra Nigma and Lufia 2 on there.
Oh, okay. Of course.
From the Super Nintendo. So
yeah.
Or any of that series that's like Soul Blazer and Lucia Nagaya, that whole group of games.
Yeah.
The Quintet series. So it'd be a shame if Virtual Console was confined to like just the big stuff, because
True.
like what other service is going to give you like Ignition Factor and Natsume Championship Wrestling?
Yeah, that's true, and it becomes a question of game preservation.
Yeah.
How are you going to get those games in the future?
Yeah. I don't think Nintendo's going to put Car Battler Joe on like a model GBA or something.
Oh, no.
Just picking random games out of the air.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
are actually on Virtual Console. All right, but yeah, I think that'll do it for this week. Thank you everybody for watching, and if you're listening to the audio version, thank you for listening. Sorry the last one got up a little late, but you know, things happened at work and all that. It wasn't a fun week last week, let's put it that way. But that's not why you're here. You're here for news, and we're here to give it to you. If you want to talk to one of us individually on Twitter, Zach is at zmiller1902.
Cheap.
And I'm at Donald Mick. And if you like what you heard, and how could you, you can go over to patreon.com/NWR and throw a few shekels our way. Even $1 a month, it will get you new and exclusive content right there on the NWR Patreon. And we're actually, and I believe one of the polls that we're taking right now with the patrons is basically ranking the RPGs of 2016. So look forward to. I'll probably be writing. I'll have to write something up for that as well.
I
got drafted.
There you go. Yeah. I haven't played enough of them.
Yeah, and as far as stuff to look forward to on the site next week, Nintendo's financials will be out next week. So that'll be interesting for all the wrong reasons. I'm mainly looking at you, Star Fox Zero.
Oh man. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, and I should have a review of one of last week's eShop games. It's in the editing bay now, so that'll probably be up early next week.
Give me a hint.
Endless Racer. It's one of the. It was one of the less expensive titles.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So look forward to that early next week on Nintendo World Report. And we will see you next week. Hopefully, we will have more people with us. I think Neil might be getting over the Pokemon Go addiction. I don't know. And hopefully by then, Alex will not be boiling like a
melting.
He won't be melting in a 93-degree apartment with no air conditioning and no box fans.
Although I really do miss the incredibly sweaty, messed up hair, Alex. It becomes more sweaty and messed up hair as the episode goes on.
Yeah, I was worried about that too. That's why I got rid of all of mine.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. I don't have that problem here.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about sweating. You're in Alaska.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Later.